the BIC, Brad in Corona. Brad, what's going on? Good morning.
Jimothy, good morning. How you doing, bud?
Good, bud. How about you, Brad? What's up?
I'm doing good. Hey, just want to let you know, Chad in L.A. is plus 1,400 on the Stucknut odds because he sucks, Jim. Quick question, though, about the Chad in L.A. RSVP call we just heard. Chad, how do you RSVP to something you're not invited to or wanted at? Dude, you're not even second hour anymore. You're not even first hour anymore. No one remembers you, Chad. You're now a guy who needs to start furiously dialing 800-636-8686 at about 8 a.m. Pacific time Friday, and then hope to God Mona in Knoxville doesn't call in and bump your ass out of your spot. Jim, also, quick side note, I know what happened to Mike in Indy also. Yeah, that guy's a bitch, Jim. And by the way, Caleb, I enjoyed your RSVP call today, too. You were talking about how some dude was stalking you and posting up down the street from your house, and then he followed you all the way inside of your work. But how do we know, Caleb, that guy just wasn't hungry for a Subway sandwich when he went in there? Come on, man. And speaking of sandwiches, Jim, last week Matt in Vancouver called in and admitted that him and Tyler had a shared calendar appointment for a Northern Sando with my wife. But apparently they kicked her out of it because she looks like a potato. Matt, I'm confused. When you kick my wife out of your Northern Sando, that just leaves two dudes left in the Sando? So it's an all-meat, protein-style Canadian Sando? I mean, it's 2018. I accept you and Tyler for whoever you are and whoever you guys want to be, but there's no need to make up fake excuses just to get my wife out of there, dude. That ain't cool. And lastly, Jim, quick shout-out to all the lames in the Smackoff next week, looking at their scripts right now, trying to figure out how they're going to beat me. And I know exactly what all of you are doing. You're thinking, how can I get someone else besides myself on my call next week so that people forget about my lack of smack? And I want to encourage all of you guys to leave the gimmicks, the other people, the hacks, leave them all out of your phone call and just bring you and enjoy losing. See you next week, Jimbo.
Bradley, see you next week. The BIC, if you need him. This is why this guy's won 3 times. This is why this guy probably should have 4 wins. If not for going on too long with Celine Dion, he'd have 4 wins. Because he's fast, because he's quick, because he's savage, because he's vicious. You see what he did to Chad coming off of Chad's call? He was just on hold, heard that call and did that. And he just RSVP'd. Now we know he will be in the field. He's still waiting on Mike. He said, I know, I have information about Mike. I know what's going on with Mike. Mike's a bitch. I didn't say that. I don't think that. Brad does. Brad did, and Brad does. We know Brad will be there. We know Vic will be there. We know Caleb will be there. We know Chael Sonnen will be there. We know Tyler in Edmonton will be there. We know Matt in Vancouver will be there. We know Left will be there. The 2-time defending champ will be there. We know nobody's going to be in the studio.